Hi, I'm Georgia Patton and welcome to Board to Boss, the podcast where we dive into real, unfiltered stories behind building a business. I'm not an expert or a self-proclaimed business guru, I'm just like you. I'm here to listen, learn and soak up the experience and knowledge of others in the hope of bettering myself and my business. This podcast is proudly brought to you by Board George, the go-to designer sunglasses brand from New Zealand, crafting premium polarized sunnies. Okay, we're back.
Ooh, yay.
We're back and I have an exciting guest with me today. I have our newest full-time employee, Jess.
Yay.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you. I'm so excited.
I'm excited to be back and I just wanted to warn everybody that this is our very first recording in the new studio, so please bear with if there's little sounds. We're still trying to work our way through it, but it's a good little exercise for us to make sure that everything's 100% good before we bring in other business owners.
Yeah, but how nice is the new studio? Nice couch, relaxing vibes.
Oh, so good, so good. I'm afraid that there's going to be some seagull noise in the background, but we'll push through. Ambiance, yeah, setting the scene. Okay, I wanted to start off with an introductory, I guess, to Jess, so everybody else can kind of get to know who you are, a bit about you. Do you want to tell us about your work history, your favourite food, what you like to do, that sort of vibe?
Favourite food? Oh, do you know what? I would say my favourite food is oysters.
Oysters?
Yes.
Rogue?
Love.
Really?
Bougie taste buds I have, yeah.
Are you a
But
caviar girl then too?
I don't mind a bit of caviar. I don't think I've had the good one, but you know, little caviar bumps. Would love to do one of those, all fancy. What else about me? My main personality, I feel like, is that I am a proud cat mum. Ginger cats. Me and Georgia both have ginger cats, and they're just the best things in life.
They are.
I originally didn't know what I wanted to do in life. I went to uni and did a Bachelor of Business. And throughout uni, I was at Mecca. I was at Mecca for 6 years. I was a zone manager and a colour specialist. I loved that job. It was so good. I feel like I learnt so much about people, about myself. I gained a lot of confidence there, how to give someone a really good experience. And I feel like I'm really good with people, managing customers from that role. After that, I had a few marketing jobs. So I was at an agency doing a whole lot of things, working for a whole lot of different brands, fashion, beauty, construction, like it just completely ranged. So I got a good range of knowledge and experience from that. I also spent some time at a beauty brand where I did marketing for them, and now here we are. The way I found you is you were advertising on Instagram for a email marketing role.
Yes.
I was like, that was so up my alley. Applied, got to have a good chat with Georgia, loved her, loved
I remember
the
your
brand.
interview was in the car actually.
Yeah. I think I was between meetings. I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm just in the car on my phone. But I think it went, well, obviously it went really well because I'm here today. I think I was with you for about a year.
Yeah.
And then now I'm here full time.
Yeah.
Super fun.
You are. So basically I got to the end of last year. I had a lot of part-time staff and contractors, and I guess I had the normal like business owner freak out that you have once a year, and I was like, I need to consolidate this, bring it all in-house, and I would love just having one person. And so Jess and I had joked over the year that she would come in, work for me full time. And
Joked, but we're serious.
Joked, but we're serious. Yeah, I was just like, how can I make this happen? We got to December and I started thinking about it more. When I fell pregnant the first time, so we unfortunately lost the first one, but I just thought bringing in full time makes so much sense because I'm going to need someone who can look after the business while I'm gone. We very quickly fell pregnant again, and I hired you pretty much same day, I think.
Yeah.
And you joined us. When did you join us full time? April? 1st of April?
Yeah, April, yeah.
Yeah.
And can I say that Georgia's little girl is due on my birthday? So
yeah.
I feel like that was fate. It was
Is this meant to be?
Yeah.
Or what?
So meant to be.
I do think she's going to come early though, because she's not a little girl, she's a big girl.
I'm gutted. I would love like a birthday twin, but that's right. She comes when she comes.
So basically I did the whole first bit of the year by myself, which was a lot. Oh my goodness, it was a lot. So I was absolutely blessed when you came in we could share the load. You are taking on such a broad range of roles.
Yeah.
Maybe let everybody know what your role is, and then they can get more of an idea of what you do in the business.
Yeah, so my title is Marketing Operations Lead. So yeah, we kind of cover a lot together. So marketing, socials, I get to do my email stuff still, which I love. Shopify, so website stuff, and then the operations side, so packing orders, customer service. So we get just to do everything in the business, and it's so fun. No day's the same. It's never boring. Yeah, it's such a good time.
It is. It's so much fun. Everyone watches our stories going, do you guys actually do any work?
We do.
We do, I promise.
And I just want to touch on a really funny memory. My first memory of meeting you and Charlie in the old office. I came in and the first thing they asked me was, are you a Taylor Swift fan?
Yeah.
To their disappointment, I said, not really, but we listen to Taylor Swift, I feel like, almost every day in the office. And
it's in all of my playlists. You know, when Spotify makes the playlists for you and it puts in like your most listened to artists, of course she's going to be in there.
Yeah.
So what I usually do first episode of each season is run you through where Bored George is at. We interview a lot of big businesses on this podcast, so we're going to keep it small, keep it relatable, show you guys what the year has been like. I think anyone listening who is business, big or small, will agree with me that this year has been shite. Like,
rough.
It has been rough. You work twice as hard for every sale. Yeah. It's just been, a grind. A grind is probably putting it even nicely. Basically, there's a lot that goes into it, like the economy, people spending, and if I think about my own spending habits, we are way more careful about what we're spending than we have been in the past. I mean, like, just look at the freaking grocery bills. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning. So before Jess joined full-time, I obviously was still talking to her about all the decisions. I had somebody running our back-end meta ads who I absolutely loved. She was a contractor, still talk to her every day. Great gal. The one thing I wanted was to be able to scale faster, and we had an agency get in touch with us for a couple of months, and I kept saying, no. But it got to the point where I was like, actually go hear them out. See what they have to say. We grew a lot last year on ecom, and I wanted to keep up that momentum. And I thought a change could potentially be what we needed. So I went for a couple of those meetings, ultimately decided that because they were able to match our retainer, we would give it a go. What do we have to lose was basically my mentality. And I think I was so excited for this new chapter, but I also had heard so many horror stories from agencies in the past. And I must say, every bone in my body was telling me not to do this. Every single bone. My gut was just saying, this is the wrong move for you. And I know you guys listening are probably like, why did you do it then? I had a business coach and a business mentor, both with vested interests in this agency, telling me to do it. And they both have a lot more experience. They are older, and I just thought that wisdom and experience kind of trumped what my gut was telling me. And that is one of the toughest lessons that I keep learning over and over, to be honest. It's just to trust yourself. So to keep a long story short, as all agencies do when they try to get you on board, they promised me the world, promised me scalability, good communication. I set my expectations really clear based on what my previous contractor had given us, and they said we will meet all your expectations in terms of communication, timing, that sort of thing. And I want to say it is a surprise to me, but it's not really. Those expectations really fell flat, and we started to realize that a couple of months in. By month 3, we had pretty much dropped in revenue by 50%, which ouch. It hit really hard. Luckily, I could read the back-end metrics pretty well at that point, and I was able to almost stand up for ourselves and say, well, the reporting's showing this, why are we being told this? And up until the point where we left, we still got told this is the way to scale. We were spending so much, our revenue had dropped, everything in the back end was looking extremely messy, communication was bad, basically all of your worst nightmares of an agency came to fruition. And it got to the point where my stress levels, they were...
It was just, and something needed to be done.
Something needed to be done. We had a 2-month notice period. I negotiated that down from 3 months at the start, but in the end it didn't really matter. I think I handed my notice in on the 4th of April, and they wouldn't accept it till the start of May. Technically, they said you should have handed it in 4 days prior.
Yeah.
So we paid them out 3 months. Pretty much.
Which hurt really bad.
Which really hurt. And we did leave, and they didn't do work for us during that period, or some of that period at least, because...
I think that shows how much we just needed to get out of there and how, like, dire it was that we were willing to pay them out just to take the ads back ourselves and really get things started again.
Exactly. Oh my God, the stress levels, man.
Yeah, consumed you, seriously.
It actually consumed me. And again, it's not to say they're a bad agency, it just was not working for us. And so since then we've taken ads back in-house. I've been training myself how to do it, and a lot of people out there, including Jess, are like, you don't have time. Yeah, I probably don't have time, but this whole situation this year, I have lost trust.
Yeah.
I've completely lost trust in putting my faith in the experts, I say in quotation marks. I guess treatment we got in the exit of that contract was so below par.
Yeah.
Getting made to feel like we weren't putting in enough money, giving them enough time, was not something on my bingo card.
Especially because you set the expectations so clear at the start and what you were scared about. So
exactly. Lovely girls. We had lovely account managers. Just did not work for our business, and that's fine. You live and you learn. It was just a tough lesson to learn at a tough period.
Yeah. But you need those lessons as a business owner. Overcome, growth. Yeah, you definitely need those too.
We do. And I know that when people ask a business owner, what's your one piece of advice you would give someone? And they always say, trust your gut.
Yeah.
God, it's so much easier
said than done.
Completely. And I'm trying to trust my gut more. And if I have a feeling, follow that feeling. And try block out the outside noise. So I've actually got no more mentors, no more coaches at the moment. And I'm trying to follow my own instincts.
Yeah.
And with a little bit of help from Jess from the side, What do you think about this? What do you think about that?
Yeah. It's good just like a small team because we can just like bounce off ideas off each other, action things really fast.
Yeah.
And no one knows your business as well as you do. So I think taking the ads in-house is it makes the workload a lot more. Ads is such a full-time thing, but definitely worth it so far.
Yeah, within the first month they have taken over, our June was incredible. It was the best winter month we've had ever.
Yeah.
So it's been completely worth it. And we've got some real fun stuff coming up. We're able to be more agile with running ads ourselves as well, more creative.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely some pros have come out of the process. Just a really long, hard lesson that we've learned. Should we move on to the next thing that then we got hit with?
Let's do it.
This is not a negative start to the podcast, but I just want to keep things transparent, keep things real, show you guys what's really happening behind the scenes. And there's no drama here at all. It's just business. And this next thing that we're about to tell you, I don't think many businesses would out this. They would try push it under the rug. But to be honest, there's been some pros that have come from this process as well. So we're going to deep dive into it.
Deep breaths. Ooh.
Okay.
Let's go.
If you love bold eyewear as much as you love bold business stories, you need to check out Board George. Our sunglasses are designed to turn heads, feel amazing, and last season after season. And because you're part of the Board to Boss community, you get 15% off any pair of sunglasses. Just use the code BOSSPOD at checkout. That's BOSSPOD for 15% off at boardgeorge.com.
So, in the last couple of months, we have recently been dropped by one of the biggest retailers in New Zealand. I think we were in 18 of their stores.
Yeah.
And they ultimately said that they weren't moving enough of our stock to be able to keep us on their shelves. And that was a massive shock to us. I think it was the week you came on board, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that was a lot for me to deal with, hiring full-time and losing our biggest stockist within the same week. Their reasoning of not selling enough, obviously for us, we were like, how is this possible? Because to us as a small business, the quantities that we were pushing through that store
and the revenue numbers
and the revenue we were getting and the profit they were making are big numbers to us. But obviously a store of that size and a business of that size has much bigger expectations, and that's fine. That's completely fine. We asked for reasoning, we asked for numbers, they gave it all to us, and we were able to sit, learn, and look at what their expectations were. And to be honest, we weren't hitting those expectations, and that's fine. But I think there's a few factors that also work into that. So we're going to dive into that. Number one, in the past year, our e-commerce has grown by 100%, which is huge. And I think that's a massive factor that falls into being in retailers and wholesale at the moment is the competition with e-commerce. And all I want to say is thank God that our e-com grew that much, because if it didn't, we would be in a really shit position right
I'd be
now.
out of a job. I would not be here right now.
And it just shows that more people are wanting to purchase online than go into store. And losing this massive retailer has pushed us to get our A into G and work even harder on growing that e-com platform to make back that lost revenue that we're going to have this year. And we're going to feel it. Like, we're really, really going to feel it.
Yeah. Just doing a lot to really care and nurture our customers, I think, is really going to help grow our e-commerce and get us out of this.
Yeah, so although it's a shame for us, it is a hit for us. Like, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of other factors that can play into it as well. We can see that this retailer are bringing in a lot more in-house brands, so brands that they are producing themselves, and they have replaced us with 2 other cheaper sunglass brands. So maybe the store themselves are taking a different direction. So we're just not trying to take it personally. Business be business. And we get back on that horse and we find our footing again. Yeah,
we will. So on a more happy, exciting note, fun note, we touched on earlier how we're just getting more creative with ways that we can reach our customers, our content. In, was it June?
Yeah, June.
We were spitballing ideas. We did a little brainstorm about the kind of content we could put out, or a big fun campaign.
Yeah, something fresh, something fun, and something new.
Yeah, and I feel like we kept trying to think of all these complicated ideas that was just like not really landing. We couldn't get our head around. We kind of just decided to simplify it a little bit, and we looked into traditional like billboard style things. So we tossed up doing billboards and a bus. Eventually we locked in the bus like it's a moving billboard, you know. We thought we'd get in front of people more. We had a good contact for our bus at MediaWorks, who hooked us up with a good deal.
Yeah, we negotiated that price.
Yeah, and we decided put a discount code on there. Yeah. And then people using the discount code, we can see how many people have used it, how many people have seen the brand.
And I think the funny thing about this whole marketing activation that we did, we locked this in, I think, a week and a half to 2 weeks prior to it going live. Yeah. Prior to our birthday sale going live. Everything was so last minute.
Yeah. Again, the good thing about being a small business, a small team, is we can just be like, we want to do this, let's do it. Out now, no approvals.
Exactly.
Like,
and
really
we'd
reactive.
Never seen a discount code on the back of the bus, like ever.
Yeah.
And in January we did a launch of a new style, and we used what we call the blur. It became a member of our team, where you blur over and hide something, and we thought, how fun would it be in all our content to blur out this code and make it the most sought after code in Auckland.
And it was.
Well, it turned out to be in New Zealand. Yeah. So the bus back went live. Our content did really well around it. Yeah. A little behind the scenes for you guys. It was all done as if Jess was surprising me with being on the back of a bus. My acting on point.
Yeah. I could not do that as a surprise. I'm really bad at pranking surprises.
And also you needed my credit card to pay for it.
yeah, I don't have the responsibility to charge funds like that just yet.
And it was just so much fun. And instantly we saw people sending photos in and videos of them seeing the bus.
So we made people chase the bus. We gave them the bus number. We gave them the website where they could find it, and it shows the map of where it's going to go, each stop. And so we made people literally run and find the code.
And it was
drive around.
so fun. We actually did it the first day, and we chased that bus.
It was tricky.
Honestly, AT, get your drivers under control. This bus driver was wild. And I think one thing we never considered was that Auckland transport in New Zealand is dead. Like, there's 1,000 buses out there and nobody catches them.
Yeah.
So we thought, we'll just get behind the bus. When it pulls up at a bus stop, we'll catch up to it. I think we chased this bus for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It did not stop to pick up a human once between the Otahu bus terminal and the Newland bus terminal.
Yeah.
And this driver was Speedy Gonzalez, to the point where I got a speeding ticket just trying to keep up with the bus.
Quite iconic, really. And that's another piece of content that we could use. So, we were cool.
So this code, it was a sought after code. It gave you 50% off, and quite soon we realised that people outside of Auckland were feeling extremely left out. And that there needed to be a way for people to find the code, and we could utilise this opportunity to start building a Facebook community, which is something that we had been wanting to do for a while.
Yeah.
So I gave that job to Jess, use this code, figure out a way to get people on Facebook.
Yeah, and we did. We were doing all this marketing, creating all this content, and then we soon realised that our customers or potential customers were actually doing marketing for us as well, because in local community groups, I think I saw one in the New Lynn group, maybe the
Central City Brima as well.
Central ones, taking a screenshot of our stories with the bus code blurred out and putting it in the group, Facebook group, asking if anyone has seen the bus and what the discount code is, which is great. We had a few comments on it. Yeah. So people were really, really trying to get this. And we kind of rolled with that as well, and did a few posts of our own in community groups as people wanting to get the code. Yeah. And so that opened up to a whole community that maybe doesn't follow us on Instagram or Facebook. And they're like, who is this brand? What is this code? Yeah. I need it.
Yeah. And then we referred people to our Facebook group and said, you must join the Inner Circle. You will find the code in there somewhere. And someone had commented the discount code in our Facebook group. And so people were going in there and finding it. And so we had this whole influx of sales coming in from people not just chasing the bus, but from people who are searching on the internet for that code and have landed in our Facebook page, found the code, used the code, and we've now got that person in our Facebook community, I guess, for life, which is such a win. Yeah.
And we actually grew our own Facebook community page by 400 people
during this time.
Less than a month, 2 months, right? So such a big win, and now we're just going to continue nurturing those people and really treating them like VIPs, because they are. If they want to follow us on every single platform, they are our ride or dies.
Exactly. And the outcome of this whole marketing activation was much more than we expected. Yeah. We said at best, let's make the money back that we put into this activation, and the rest is a bonus. We made back the cost of the back of the bus on day one, which is insane.
The bonus was bonusing.
It was bonusing. I think by the end of the whole, it was 4 weeks, wasn't it? 4 or 5 weeks. We had 10x'd what we put in. Yeah. Which is
more than we could have imagined.
Actually, just crazy. Yeah. It really helped with sales in July. It helped spread brand awareness. It was fun for us. It was so fun. It got people talking. Yeah. I think it inspired a lot of other business owners to think outside of the box as well, which is one thing we love doing. Yeah. We love doing things a little bit differently here.
Yeah. And originally, actually, we didn't think it was going to be that out of the box. It's a bus billboard, there's so many brands that do that, but we just did it so differently, and the community helping us in the end, it just made it really iconic.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah.
The last thing I thought we may as well touch on, just to, I was going to say share some goss, but there's no goss here, honestly, is why we decided to take Board to Boss independent. And there are a multitude of reasons, but the main reason being that we just wanted more freedom. We wanted more freedom of guests, more freedom of editing, more freedom of producing, and ultimately more freedom of time. Because when this baby comes, I am not going to want to be on the schedule of another studio.
No.
We're going to be able to, do it in our office. Hopefully, little baby girl can go off with Nana or with somebody for an hour while we have our lovely guests in here. And we have a bit more freedom with finding sponsors as well, which has been really fun and entertaining and a lot more work. Like, we just keep putting a lot more work.
You were like, why not just add a podcast into the mix?
Why not just add it? And I think, there was a time when I fell pregnant and I was like, is this something that I'm going to want to continue? But we get messages all the time of people saying, when is the next episode coming out? When's the next season coming out? We have had some big businesses reach out to us saying, can we come on the podcast? And I think it is a testament to the community that we've managed to build through the podcast. I love doing it. It's like sitting down and getting my own personal mentorship and business coaching and learning from the best of the best. And I just want to be able to keep giving that to the people out there. So, we're now doing it in our own little studio, which is exciting.
So fun.
Oh,
and
it's so comfy.
Yeah. Squishing. I'm just so excited for the guests that are coming on selfishly because I just want to pick their brain and hear everything, especially about creative stuff and content. I feel like a lot of business people and a lot of people in marketing can relate to it when you are just, sometimes it's just so hard creatively to get in that space and come up with unique ideas and really actioning that creative stuff as well. Creating content videos for TikTok, you can just get in the slump where it's like, oh, I have to do this. It's so time consuming. It's
so time consuming.
But it's so necessary. You need to get all the content out, especially on, we're still trying to conquer TikTok. It's a beast. But picking their brains and seeing what they do to ideate and how they come up with the ideas, I think I'm really excited to hear about.
Yeah, and I did ask everybody on my personal Instagram the kinds of guests that they want to listen to, and there was a broad range. We had a lot of people wanting smaller businesses so that they can stay relatable, kind of listen to people who are on similar paths. So we definitely have people like that on. We have some pretty big guests coming on as well, and we also had a lot of people wanting to hear how mums, business owners, founders work in with their kids and their businesses.
Which is fitting, because
it's very fitting for me, because I feel like I need to listen and learn from all of this. So we have a massive variation this season, and we can't wait to share all the knowledge with everybody out there.
Yay.
Okay, I think that's where we're going to leave it today. We're going to prep for all the upcoming episodes, which is the excitement levels are through the roof. But thank you for listening to us babble and update you on all the Board George updates from 2025.
The good, the bad.
I really hope when we come back with a Board George update sometime in the future, we can be like, bang, 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 we're back on track.
Smashing it.
Exactly. But there's ups and downs in every business, right? And as long as we just keep being us and keep doing what we do best, we'll be back on track. Thanks for coming on, Jess.
Yay, thank you so much. So fun.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Board to Boss. And to say thank you, here's a cheeky little treat just for you. Use the code BOSSPOD at boardgeorge.com for a sweet little treat. Thanks to Meg Cut and Corlett for our video and audio editing, and we will catch you next time.